Hello everyone! Thank you for joining us for this episode of Indie Power Hour. On this episode, we're going to be taking a look at some games from the 2019 NaNoRenO Game Jam. So what is NaNoRenO? Well, it's sort of like NaNoRenO, except instead of writing a novel, you're making a visual novel from start to finish. There are no restrictions on content or genre, so there were a ton of fascinating entries to explore. I'm going to be playing 3 different games from the jam today. Our first one is Charles 2.0, which was written by the same creator of Yeggs, or Yearning a Gay Story, which I've covered previously on this channel. In this game, you play as the clone of the President of the United States who was attacked, and you have to figure out a way to resolve the relationship issues in your life. Although it's only 12,000 words long, it features 6 different endings. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us for this episode. So we are starting off with Charles 2.0. This is one of the games from the NaNoRenO Game Jam, and if you're fans of Yeggs or Yearning a Gay Story, I've played that before for GameLuster. This is done by the same creator, it's done by the same writer, so this is Charles 2.0 here, and we're going to get started. This is really interesting. Oh, not suited for children, folks. This is really interesting because I think that this is about you play as a president. Okay, so now we have to be a female voice. Can you hear me? I blink and my senses are assaulted by a bright light. I squeeze my eyes shut again. Sir, can you hear me? Hell if I know. I open my eyes again, partway letting them adjust. Slowly, the room comes into focus. I seem to be at a bed in a hospital. A woman, standing at the side of my bed, clears her throat. Mr. President, how are you President? She looks at me, suddenly concerned, and I realize I have no idea who she is, or where I am, or who I am. Although I guess I'm the president of something? We don't have time for games, sir. I don't know who you are, or where I am. She sighs. They warned us this could happen. She shuts the door to the room and whispers something into the cuff of her suit before returning to my bedside. I am Special Agent Dana. You were a clone of the President of the United States, Charles Denton. Oh my god, this is wild. We are not the president. We're the clone. We're gonna get into some clone business, y'all. Okay. You are the result of an experimental program to provide a backup, if you will, should the president become temporarily incapacitated. There was an attack on the president's motorcade. You were activated. You were due to address the press in, she looks at her watch, 5 minutes. You were supposed to have his memories as of the last time he was sequenced. That you don't is rather inconvenient. She looks at her watch again. We can't cancel or postpone the press conference any longer. I'll just have to help you prepare for it, quickly. Ask me what you think you'll need to know. Needless to say, the cloning program is highly experimental and secretive, so you must not arouse suspicion when you address the press. That includes deflecting concerns about your mental state after the attack. There are already those who question your ability to serve before today. Well, okay, so who am I? Tell me about myself. I was born in Minnesota, but I moved to Colorado because why would you continue to live in Minnesota? I'm sorry. Okay. Anyways, you were a doctor, a surgeon, still living in Colorado before being elected president. That's kind of cool that we were a scientist, or we came from a more science background. We were an actual practicing doctor, a surgeon even, and then we were elected president. So that's super cool. Personally speaking, I think that we do need more people who are knowledgeable about science in office. Just because there's some things that I think that politicians just don't have a background on or just don't understand, so that's kind of cool to see already. I'm geeking out. So your election was a surprise at the time as someone who had never served in politics before. And let's say that's why you were appealing in addition to your background. 4.5 minutes left. What do you want to know? Ask about the attack. Where are we? How did the attack occur? We are currently in Washington, D.C. The attack occurred as you were on your way back from Arlington, Virginia. You didn't ask, but today is November 11th, Veterans Day. 4 minutes left. What else do you want to know? About the attack. Who attacked us? We're not sure. Early reports indicate a likely link to East Asian terrorist groups, which is unsurprising given current tensions between the United States and that region. I should reiterate that these reports are extremely preliminary, so you should not fuel undue speculation at this time. 3.5 minutes left. What else do you want to know? What's our foreign policy? Described as America First. You tend to focus on domestic issues and have been working to reduce the size of funding for the military. You have been attempting to reduce the U.S. military presence abroad and generally avoid getting involved in conflicts. Needless to say, this has upset many people, particularly in countries that have historically relied on protection for the United States. 3 minutes left. What do you want to know? I want to know about my family. I know that that's not really necessary, but I think... Well, actually, no, because if someone was attacking me and I was the president, what about my family? So it's... Your mother died when you were little, your father... Oh, I'm single. I thought that she would be like, you have 2 kids, one is Christine, she's great, she's going to Harvard, and then you have a son, his name is Jed, and he goes to UC Santa Barbara. Your mother died when you were little, your father raised you on his own, you were an only child. Oh, that's nice. I mean, our relationship with our dad, I'm assuming is nice, because he raised us on his own. You were married. Your husband is Mr. Lorenzo Denton. Some religious groups still make a big deal about it, the general public doesn't seem to care. The 2 of you is no children. Lorenzo has been wanting to adopt, but you've always been more reluctant. Just make your husband happy and adopt some kids. What? I mean, maybe he doesn't want children. I have nothing. Okay. Any important people I should know about? Your closest aide is Mr. Jonas Hawkins. He is loyal and eager to assist you. I am not one to speculate, but as it may be relevant here, there are whispers that he is more than just your assistant. No, I'm a cheater! Oh my god, I'm having an affair! I'm horrified. What kind of attack was it? Okay, explosives. Tell me. What was the goal? If there's people that have been injured. Oh god, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna ask if there's been any suspects. The FBI is working with the car rental company to access any recordings that may exist. I apologize, I might not read everything because we do only have 1 hour and I actually have 3 games planned for this episode. So I'm just gonna try and read through. And again, these games are free to play on itch.io. You can download them on your own and play them yourself. Okay, plug over. There are several leads at this time, but no suspects have been identified, and now we must be going. Here are President Denton's personal effects. You may study them, but do so as we walk. She exits the room, striding briskly to an elevator that seems to be waiting for us. Remember, primarily do not arouse suspicion. Secondarily, do not cause undue speculation about the attackers or their motives. We get into the elevator and she fiddles the controls. I slip the ring onto my finger and open the wallet. There's some credit cards and photos in various slots and what looks like a fair bit of cash. Why is there no photo ID in here? Why would you need one? You're the president. You had a Colorado-issued driver's license that expired shortly after you took office. I don't know what you did with it, but there's not been a need for you to obtain a replacement. No phone. Personal cell phones are not allowed for use by government officials for government business. But shouldn't I have a government phone? Your government-issued phone was damaged beyond repair in the attack. A new one has not been provisioned yet. There's little need for one anyway. You are necessarily always able to be located and accompanied by Secret Service agents that can be directly contacted. Although I suppose your husband would appreciate you having one again since he likes sending you messages. Do we communicate that way a lot? You're usually too busy to respond, but I believe you read them all when you do get a chance. Ow! It sounds like we have a husband that loves us a lot, but we might be neglecting him and or cheating on him, which is sad. Okay. Okay, we meet this... Charles! He starts towards me. Ahem, sir, you're okay. Mr. Hawkins. Just Jonas is fine, Dana. Special Agent Dana. Right, of course. They're ready for you, sir. Oh, this is the guy that we might be having an affair with. Okay. It's time, Mr. President. I hope that you have what you need to get through this. I followed Jonas down a hallway to another elevator. He can't seem to stop staring at me. Are you okay? Oh, yeah, sorry. Sir. I guess we're in public right now. I guess I'm just amazed that you're okay. Amazed and thankful. I'm so sorry, but my lighting is really bad. And I don't think that you guys can see my face. Now you can see a little better. Okay. We were all worried about you when we saw the news. I guess those armored limos or something else. The elevator arrives and we pile into it, along with the Secret Service agents. Oh, he pulls a comb out of his pocket. Your hair is a little, give me a second. He combs my hair, giving it one final stroke with the comb as the elevator arrives at yet another hallway. Jonas leads me down it and into a press briefing room. Good luck, sir. I nudge towards the podium and stand behind it, staring out at the reporters. They stare back at me, digital pads at the ready. The room is eerily silent. They seem to be waiting for me to speak. My fellow Americans! Today on what should have been a day... Wait, I'm so sorry. Today on what should have been a day of remembrance for those we lost. Some bad things happened. People trying to hurt me. Let's not say by a foreign power, because she said there was an attempt on... Okay, this is hard because we need not sound like a clone. Okay, fortunately that attempt failed. Unfortunately, there were injuries and fatalities. At least 4 Secret Service more were injured. I'm confident that the FBI will be to tell us more. Thank you and God bless the States of America. The room erupts into a sea of Mr. President! And I look through the crowd at the sea of raised hands and point to one of them. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that they were... I interpreted that wrong. They're saying Mr. President, not Mr. President. Sir, what can you tell us about the bombing? Was it a suicide bomber? The attack used was an autonomous vehicle. President Denton, there have been reports of injuries to others in the motorcade, including Senator Bloom. Do you have any news on their condition? I do not have that information at this time. Mr. President, have any suspects been identified? Okay, I don't know if that's true, but I don't think that it'd be really great to say, hey, Mr. President, you know, have there been any suspects found? And then you just go, not at this time. You know, not gonna instill confidence. Like, maybe we found people, I don't know what's going on. Sir, the footage of the attack showed significant damage to your limousine, and you were reported to be unconscious when you were pulled out. How do you explain your lack of injuries? I assure you I'm fine. That doesn't answer the question, sir. Next, I point to another reporter. Sir, have you seen your husband since the attack? How is he handling the situation? I haven't seen him yet. I was examined and treated by doctors following the attack, and then I was brought here to address all of you. What can you tell us about any potential leads in the investigation? I trust the FBI to do their job. I don't think it'd be right for me to speculate at this time. Yeah. Mr. President, there have been... Guys, I am so good at foreign policy, and being a president right now, it's insane. If only the presidency was a multiple choice, like, test. Mr. President, there have been recent complaints coming out of both the Middle East and East Asia about your military-averse policies. Do you think that this attack was an attempt to replace you with a more sympathetic vice president? I don't want to speculate at this time, guys. Guys, let's not spread misinformation here. I point to another reporter. Mr. President, has anyone claimed responsibility for the attack? No. Yeah, no one's said anything. Where's Vice President Reiner? She was evacuated from the Chinese summit when the attack occurred. I can't say as a matter of national security. President Denton, there are those who say this attack was, quote, divine retribution for your sinful lifestyle. What is your response to this statement? I noticed some other reporters giving him dirty looks. I think your obsession with my sexuality is more a reflection on you than on me. There are still plenty of hands up, but I spot Jonas walking out of the wings. Sorry, I've just received word that the president needs for a briefing. No more questions at this time. Jonas quickly escorts me out of the room and into the hallway where Agent Dana is waiting. That wasn't so bad. What do you mean? Oh my god, Charles, babe! I look toward the end of the hall to see a man in a white sweater running toward me. The blue scarf around his neck threatens to unwind itself in its hurry. That must be my husband. Wait to see what he does. He runs into me, almost pushing me over and wraps me up in a tight hug. Oh my god, I heard about the attack, but they wouldn't tell me anything. He squeezes me tighter, somehow, and I feel like I never want him to let go. Yeah, you better not. You ain't cheating on your husband under my watch, boy. Okay, then I saw you on the news, and you were okay, and I was just so... I know we've had problems, but I guess I just... Excuse me, I must be going. Agent Dana exits left. Exit stage left. Mr. Hawkins, I'm sure you have somewhere to be. No, I need to go do a thing. Lorenzo and I watch him slink off after Agent Dana, glancing back at the two of us as he leaves. Sorry, I guess this was a wake-up call or something. I mean, I know there's risks with this job, but I never thought... Honey, you married the President of the United States and you're like, I never thought that this would happen. Okay. I never imagined I could lose you, and now I just... He shrugs against me. I love you. Don't respond, that'd be great. Just be like, I'm leaving you. I love you too. He squeezes me again before reluctantly letting me go. Do you have a briefing or something to attend now? I look around. The Secret Service agents are still there, maintaining a respectful distance. I don't see anyone else around. I guess not. Why? Can we just spend some time together? He laughs, the laugh tinged with bitterness. It's a little ironic that it takes you almost dying for us two. He shakes his head. Lorenzo takes my hand and squeezes it tightly before leading me up the stairs and into a bedroom. Oh, kiddos, I think that this is getting to the adult-rated part. I better not see any kids out there. Do I see any kids? Do I see any kids watching this video right now? No? There's only 6 people watching this video, you say? Ouch. We're barely through the door before his lips are on mine, arms around my neck, pulling me against him. Alright. I am so glad that we're doing this. Okay, great. I am so glad. Alright, I'm glad. I'm glad that this is happening. I'm glad. We're having a good... I'm good. I'm good. Put your pants back on, please. Wait, what did he say? What did you say? Trauma. Of course you don't remember. It probably didn't matter. I'm gonna black that out, guys. They were not kidding. I was like, lol. Adult video game. Of course you don't remember. Probably didn't matter. Sorry. It's not important. I'm sorry. I don't mean to bring this up again. And I know the last time we had this conversation we just got upset with each other. But I guess today when I thought for a moment I'd lost you, actually lost you, it just put things in perspective. About us. How do I feel about you? For some reason. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. So what is he saying? No, let's talk about it. About us. Okay. I guess I'll start. This is... I don't know if I'd want to have this conversation in my underwear. I gotta be personally honest. I don't know. I think I'd feel too vulnerable in a moment like this. So Lorenzo is one brave badass for doing this, I guess, for choosing to go forward with this conversation here. I guess I look back at the last few years and back to when we first met, and we've been growing apart, Charles. Oh no, we're being dumped. Oh god, I'm not emotionally ready for this. And I know it's hard for you to admit, but things have been different between us. Lately, it's feeling like we're just going through the motions, you know? Like I had to keep up this facade. Like I had this facade to keep up as first gentleman and all. And not even just lately. Before you were even serious about running, it felt like... But I had to black out the screen and now you were dumping me? And now it's back? Well, at least that was different. Maybe you were both freaked out about your near-death experience. It's been a long time since we did that. That passionate, I mean, it's not just that. I know you're... Well, emotionless isn't the right word. Ow! This game really hurts my feelings, guys. Because I know you love me and everything, but you don't express your feelings, especially lately when it feels like you can bury yourself in work even more than usual. I know a lot of that is being present and all. And maybe it's selfish of me, but I guess I just wish you showed me, you know? Like, if you went on your way to spend time with me or something, I don't know. That's not selfish, I'm sorry, I'll try harder. Especially, I think, in the wake of this. Maybe it'd be best to stay out of the public eye for as much as I can as the president. I don't want you to change for me, babe, but I just need to feel like I matter, I guess. You're always so matter-of-factual. I remember they had to stop letting you talk to families after failed surgeries. But that's also what I... Weird. I don't know what that means. But that's also what I love about you, and I guess that's what the public loved about you, too. That's why you got elected. With all that time we spent together campaigning, I think you're forgetting how miserable that experience was as far as our relationship went. I guess I was really excited at first to travel around the country and see people and talk to them about you, but you threw yourself into it like you threw yourself into everything, and I rarely saw you. And you don't handle people that well, so when I did see you, you were always exhausted. Although I suppose it's similar to now. You're so busy with your responsibilities that it's the same way. I guess that's a fair point, but I guess my point is that I want to figure out how we can change that. When we first brought Jonas in, it felt like an important change, you know? Like it helped us break that rut we were in. And it did. For a while, you just seemed so excited about sex again, and about me, even if it sometimes meant... Wait, we're a throuple? Wait, oh my god, wait, he knows. Okay. Are you jealous of Jonas? Dude, are we pulling a house of cards on this? Like, you're a good husband, you've always cared about me, and I don't ever doubt your feelings for me, but I want to feel that spark again. Yeah, tell me what you want me to do. I don't know, which is why this is so hard. I know you like logical steps and solutions, but relationships don't work that way. I can ask you to be more passionate, and nothing in a relationship is wrong. It just doesn't feel like it used to. I guess, well, here's the thing. When you're in a serious relationship and you've been together for a long time, I think it's normal to not feel butterflies or like feel that kind of anxiety or like heart palpitations that you get when you first see someone, and I think it's a sign of your love maturing. Not that you're falling out of love, or not that anything is necessarily going wrong. I mean, in their relationship, I think it goes beyond, like, I don't feel infatuated with you anymore. Like, I've lost that. When there's things that are contributing to the loss of this spark, which is, like, the stress, and then the involvement of Jonas, and then probably our own character's kind of lack of involvement in their relationship that kind of makes him think that this isn't worth it anymore. Yeah. Maybe that's enough. I'm crazy about you. I want you to know that. I thank you. Sorry, I guess this wasn't that useful of a talk, but maybe it'll at least make both of us continue to think about this. I'm glad to see politics doesn't change you, though. You're still authentic, honest. Maybe a little too honest sometimes. I'm a clone! Guys, I generally try to play visual novels in the smartest way possible. But I'm wondering what's gonna happen. So, let's fuck shit up. She looks at me, staring into my eyes as if searching for something. Okay, maybe you should get the doctors to look at you again, because it's not likely to make a joke like that. Please, I think I need a shower. Please get yourself examined again. I know they probably need you for a briefing or something now, but I'm worried about you. Sorry, sir, but Agent Dana is asking for you. Sorry to interrupt. It's okay, I was expecting this anyway. Okay? I have something we must discuss about the attack, Mr. President, in private. I'll leave you two alone then. The doctors in charge of your program have expressed some concern about you after your performance today. What did I say? What did I do? This isn't fair. I'm a clone. I have no rights. You might want to sit down for this. You're going to kill me. You don't need me anymore, so now you're going to kill me. No. No, this would have been easier if you had President Denton's memories, but let me try to explain. The cloning program was designed to produce clones that have an expiration date, if you will. It started out as an unforeseen side effect of the rapid aging process, but was deemed to be a desirable quality. I am sure you can understand why having two Charles walking around would be problematic at best, and you were intended only as a short-term replacement for the president, not a permanent one. However, given there were already issues in the process, whereas memories were not properly implanted, the doctors aren't sure how your body will degrade and whether that will take less time than expected 48 hours. We're gonna die in 48 hours is what you're telling me? We think it best that you stay here until your time is up, as no one is sure how your body will deteriorate. It will avoid any issues with the brass. Please help me, I don't want to die. You simply weren't designed to... Excuse me, I will return. It seems only fair that you two meet. I'm sorry. I know that doesn't help, but let me try to explain. When I became president, one of the top secret projects that came to my attention was an attempt to clone someone and age them to the same age as the original donor. It was pitched as a military tool. Can you imagine planning perfect copies of foreign agents and their governments, gathering information and then returning with it? But that application was terrifying to me. I knew that spying was part of their duties at the government, but creating someone for that purpose? I was ready to shut the program down, but the science behind it fascinated me. And I thought if instead that person could consent to the procedure and understand subsequently why they were there, it would be okay. The only reasonable candidates were myself, a select number of agents such as Agent Dana here, or the scientist. After all, it was top secret. But I didn't feel right making that decision for anyone else or letting them make that decision. So only the person I thought made sense was me. I still felt like I needed to justify it somehow. So what about continuity of the government? In cases where I was alive and well, but where the public or the press might question my fitness. It never occurred to me that there could be issues, that you could wake up without those memories and that knowledge of why, or that you would be afraid to die afterward, which seems so obvious to me now, but I was blinded by my fascination. But thank you for your performance today and for everything you've done. I now know that this was a mistake, and I'll fix that mistake. You're the first, and you'll be the last. I don't have the right to bring life into the world like this, even if it's me. No one does. Thank you, and I understand. But I know how much Lorenzo loves you. Us. Make things right with him. I will. I would like to be left alone now. Of course, and you should rest, Mr. President. Whoa, we legit died. I know there's been some speculation about President Denton's condition over the past few days, following the medical issue following his press conference. However, he has been declared well enough today to resume his duties, and he is here to address all of you, Mr. President. Thank you, Jonas. I wanted to address the speculation and rumors about my recovery and subsequent medical issues that occurred after the attack. The truth is, I was injured in the attack. A dedicated team of surgeons and doctors worked fiercely to save my life. The person who spoke to you days ago at the press conference was a clone of myself intended to serve as a temporary replacement and part in events where I was temporarily incapacitated. Please let me finish. I will take all questions shortly. I know this may seem like something out of science fiction, but the program was started by the previous administration. As a man of science myself, I found the idea interesting and I authorized its continuance as well as the potential for its use in events such as this one. However, there were issues with the process. It did not go as planned, and as a result, he helped me realize that this was an unethical line of research. I take responsibility for any decisions around the program, and I realize now that it was a mistake. So today I ordered the program to be discontinued. I will not take questions. Mr. President, President Denton, you helped change Charles' mind. Oh, so even though we died, we got a good ending. Alrighty. Next game, everybody. Our next game is Red War. This is a unique visual novel in that it explores a futuristic war zone in the year 2029. A group of alien creatures known as the Red essentially hold a purge event each year in 5 different cities around the world. You play as a teenager, and your goal is to survive the 12 hours of war in your hometown. So let's just get started. Hey everybody, I'm on this side of the screen now. We are going to be playing Red War. This appears to be some sort of sci-fi fantasy visual novel, so we're just going to be able to get right into it. I don't know much else about it. It looks kind of creepy, so I'm kind of intrigued by it. 3 hours and 30 minutes till the siren sounds. Okay. Oh, okay. That's a great place to put words when you're trying to do a Let's Play. Now I'm back over here. Okay. I honestly lost track of how long I've been out here. It felt like hours, but it could have only been minutes. I thought I would have been used to the gunfire in the distance by now, but this whole night has been full of surprises now, hasn't it? Honestly, the biggest surprise is that I was able to find a place to hide, if only temporarily. These damn people. And those damn monsters. They've been seemingly all across the city all night. No matter where you looked, one was there. Whether they were beating cars, shooting builders, or slashing people on the street, they were doing something to cause us misery. And it's all because of this damn war. I think he's over here. I held my breath. Surely they're not talking about me, are they? I had to have been far enough ahead of them. I had to. Found him. Oh God, please, no. It was a different voice this time. A human voice. Thought you could hide from us forever, eh? Please. Just let me go, I promise. Okay. I covered my mouth and squeezed my eyes shut. Even though it was clearly not me they were firing at, it sounded way closer than I would have preferred. I could then hear footsteps near where the action had taken place. A female voice could be heard. Damn, I'm surprised he was able to hide from you that long. Ah, he never stood a chance. Nobody escapes from me. Except he did, which is why we were chasing after him in the first place. Just shut up and search the rest of the alley. Those stupid humans love hiding in them during the war. I could hear a gun cocking. Roger that, hot stuff. Shit. I mean, there's a chance they might not spot me behind this dumpster, but they're way too smart to leave a stone in. We're getting shot. We're getting shot! Run! Oh my God, we're getting shot. Find something? Maybe. Oh God, no. Hi. Why are you red? 90. Why? When? Oh, that was like the friggin' prologue? Oh, okay. 2 hours and 41 minutes until the siren sounds. Great. I'm glad. They had announced the names of the 5 cities nearly 24 hours ago. One was Stockholm, Sweden, another was some city in Germany, another was in Australia, I believe. To be completely honest, I didn't pay too much attention to all the city names because they didn't matter to me. What did matter was that one of the cities was Springfield. My Springfield. There are so many Springfields that I have no idea what Springfield they could be talking about. They could be talking about Springfield, Indiana. They could be talking about... Gosh, I think there's one in Illinois, and I think there's one in Oregon too, if I'm not mistaken. Which is ironic since it wasn't supposed to be chaotic until the siren blared through the streets. Most people, my father and I included, were a bit shocked. Surely there had to have been other cities in the world worthy of being a war zone. Hell, surely there had to have been other cities in the country worthy of being a war zone. But no, Springfield was chosen out of all the available cities on the planet. As unlikely as it seemed, it was reality, and people were not excited about it. And the government certainly didn't waste any time in getting everything prepared. The barrier was set up within an hour of the announcement, giving people next to no time to skip town. Of course, if you did want to skip town, you'd have to pay a toll. Ironic, usually you pay tolls to get in somewhere protected, not to get out. And with all the people trying to get out, there were just as many people trying to get in. Well, I say people, but those things are not people. They're as inhuman as you can get. And ever since they arrived, our world has changed. They say for the better, but nearly every human on Earth knows how wrong that is. My dad has had the news on for the past few hours, as to be expected. It's all related to the upcoming events. As you can see, the sole entrance and exit point of the city is completely backed up as people are desperately trying to get out before 6 o'clock. While history has shown that not all of them will be able to leave by then, it is a risk many in Springfield, as well as in the other war zones, are willing to take. And I certainly do wish them the best of luck. As do all of us in the studio. Thank you, Carol. With the Red War commencing in a little less than 3 hours now, stay tuned and we'll tell you everything you need to know about safety and how you might be able to survive. And later, we'll sit down and have an exclusive interview with Lord Reddington himself and hear his thoughts and predictions for this Red War. It then cut to a commercial break. I sighed and turned to my dad. How can you stay so calm about this whole thing, Dad? Well, panicking isn't gonna get anyone anywhere now, is it? Is this Ned Flanders? But you know what those monsters are capable of. Let out a small sigh. Yes, I do, but there's nothing we can do about that, son. No matter what the processors say or do, this Red War will commence at 6. And that's just how it's gonna be. That's the world we live in now. But it shouldn't have to be. You're preaching in the choir, Casey. Believe me, I'd love nothing more than for those creatures to go back to whatever planet they came from, but realistically, that's just not happening. So the most we can do is stay calm, lock down the fort, and do whatever it takes to make it to 6 a.m. So is this basically like a purge? Like it's an alien race that's trying to purge, is what I'm kind of getting here. Besides, according to statistics, red are more likely to attack someone on the street than someone locked in a random home, but the possibility is still there, I know. That's why we have to not let our guard down and be on the lookout for any potential threats. Look, it's gonna be a long night. Why don't you get some quick rest? There'll be a nice hot meal waiting for you when you wake up. Alright, whatever you say, Dad. I slowly got up and started walking outstairs. I wasn't really tired, but he's right. It's gonna be a long 12 hours and we need to be in peak focus. It's the only way we're gonna survive the Red War. Who am I kidding? Even the best of the best can have a hard time surviving the Red War. I laid in bed and stared at the ceiling. Part of me still couldn't believe that this was happening. Then in a few hours, our town would become a living hell. Honestly, accepting the fact that these damn aliens even exist is still hard to wrap my mind around. Everyone thought it was a hoax when there was a report of a crash landing from space in Antarctica back in 2023. The attacks on the bottom of the globe said otherwise, however. Thankfully, they were stopped when they got too close to the equator, but, well, the military should have just killed them all when they had the chance. But no, we had to make a peace treaty and make a compromise. We can't help it, they said. It's just in our nature to kill. It's the nature of some humans to kill, but they don't get a free pass to go on a slaughter spree. Not that anyone gives a shit. It only took less than a year for the first ever Red War to begin. They really wanted to appease those monsters ASAP. Since I wasn't too tired, I took out my phone and scrolled through Twitter. As we expected, Red War 2029 was the #1 trending topic. There were a lot of people from school rightly freaking out, though there was that one preppy bitch who posted a selfie of her in New York claiming how thankful she was to get out as soon as the announcement was made. Hate to break it to you, Heather, but not everybody has a rich daddy. For every post from a human about how terrified they are, there were just as many posts from Red about how excited they are. I even saw one post a photo of a local park saying they can't wait to start having some fun there. Honestly, I never really liked that place anyway, but still. So, kind of the question that I have about this world to begin with is that if we were the ones that had the upper hand over the Red, the alien race, why are we kowtowing to their demands now and saying that we need to have this kind of purge, this kind of Hunger Games event every year? So that's kind of my biggest question is, if we're in the upper hand, why are we the ones being oppressed and not the other way around? You know, this is confusing. So they truly do have a lot more power. And because I just don't see how we had the upper hand and the ability to sign a peace treaty like that. The post that really got to me. Okay, very disappointing that Texas, the most America state in the country, has not been chosen for Red War 2029. Why did Lord Reddington have to pick some stupid town and stupid state? I'll admit that I don't live in the most pleasant of states, but to hear some inhuman freak of nature say that about my hometown really rubbed me in the wrong way. Because Texas is too good of a place to be trashed by ugly little shits like you. I probably should have just left it alone, especially the whole don't piss off the Red rule everyone is essentially forced to follow, but he's in Texas, he can't hurt me. I then got a DM notification. It was from Jenny Barnes. I swore my heart skipped a beat. Why does Jenny Barnes want to talk to me? Hey, I know we don't really talk much in school, but the Red War happening and I really wanted to tell you something. What did you want to tell me? I like you. Really? Yes, I do. I don't know if you feel the same way, and honestly, that doesn't really matter to me. I just feel like you need to know, just in case I don't survive the Red War tonight. Oof. Jeez. Okay. I'm not gonna read all of this. This is a lot of text, and I'm kind of waiting for when we get to the part where there's, like, people on the screen. When it comes to visual novels, I think that there should always be some sort of person or like some sort of character on the screen, because what I'm looking at right now is a static image, and it's very nice art by itself, but it's also very boring to look at, and in conjunction with the words and everything and all the text that I have to read, it's not very immersive. I don't know what kind of person Jenny is. I mean, I saw the text was mentioning that she was a valedictorian, so that's good. But I just wish that there wasn't so many stretches, because there's clearly, like, people, they have, like, images of the Red, so I'm just kind of like, why can't I see what Jenny looks like, even if it's just, like, a picture of her on a phone, or something like that. I'm sorry if I made you uncomfortable, weirded out, Casey. You didn't, Jenny. If I'm being honest, I think I feel the same way. Casey, it's okay if you don't, really. I'm serious, I've always found you a little cute. Only a little? Well, okay, a lot cute. Okay. Alright, we're gonna get some rest. We're gonna get some sleeps. I woke up with the sound of my bedroom door opening. Turning towards the doorway in a panic, I was relieved to see a familiar face. Dinner's ready! What is that, pizza? I figured that with your mother out of the house, we could have a men's dinner of sorts. Where's our mom? Oh yeah, have you heard anything from her? I'll take that as a no. Well, no news is good news, right? People are still trying to get out of Springfield, so there's a good chance she's one of the ones near the exit. What mom would leave her family behind? Or, like, her son? You know? Okay. I hope so. She left hours ago. Well, she wouldn't want us to worry about her. When she gets out, she'll call us. Now, come on. Dinner's gonna get cold. I mean, I think even if I was close to the border or close to be able to get out and I had a son, I would go back for my son still. I'd risk it because it's like, why would you want to risk your kid dying? Or worse, never seeing your child again. I don't know. Okay. I then took a look at my phone. Jenny responded. Sorry I was eating while, but I'm glad you feel the same way. Well, that's a relief. I'm about to eat too. In case I don't hear from you before 6, be safe tonight. Okay. And joining us on call now is the leader of the Red himself, coming to us live from the Antarctic. The screen is split in half with the anchor on one side and the photo of Red on the other. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Reddington. Lord Reddington, Mr. Michaels. Right, Lord Reddington. Now, with the Red War starting in less than an hour, we know you have a lot on your plate, so we'll try not to take up too much of your time. A wise decision. First of all, we're curious to hear about how this year's war zones were decided. Well, every year, there are a large number of willing participants who wish to exercise their biological right as Red to unleash their true self. And also every year, I hear complaints from Red who were unable to participate because they were not near any of the designated war zones. This year, I would have liked to select more than 5 cities as a solution to this issue, but you humans certainly do love limiting our freedoms now, don't you? Again, it begs the question, why did we agree to this in the first place? We're limiting their freedoms, but we're allowing them to kill us, right? Regardless, I decided to select cities that could easily be accessed by Red who wish to participate in this year's Red War, while still remaining highly populated. I see. Well, statistics show that less and less Red are participating in Red Wars every year, with the 2027 war having a 28% drop from the previous year and a 35% drop last year. Besides your reasoning of less Red being able to travel to the war zones, you speculate that there could be other possibilities behind this drop in numbers. Well, statistics have also shown that there are several Red casualties during Red Wars. After all, a war can't be completely one-sided. I'm fairly certain that that has played a factor into the decrease in Red participation as well as my prior explanation. And I believe that those are the only 2 contributing factors in this matter. What exactly are you getting at, Mr. Michaels? Or have there been surveys recently asking Red a series of questions? Oh, is that right? And the results have shown that around 10% of Red simply don't want to participate in the Red War, even if it was based in their town. Well, at the end of the day, participating in the Red War is a voluntary decision. I'm not going to go out and force all Red on the planet to go out and exercise their right if they don't wish to. Angie, oh thank God. Hold on, let me put you on speaker. Hi Mom, Casey. So you're outside of Springfield then? Just barely, but yes I am. I'm glad to hear that, honey. Yeah, but I just wish you 2 were with me. Yeah, so do I. But knowing that you're safe from harm is all that matters. Still, I'm so scared for you 2. I know, and I don't blame you. But don't you worry about us right now. Just get to Jane's house. Yeah, what Dad said. We'll be fine. Alright, I suppose I don't have much of a choice. Just know that I love you 2 so much. I love you too, Angie. I love you too, Mom. Please be safe. Please. We'll do our best. Okay, well, good luck, boys. I'll be rooting for you. Glad to hear. I'm still so confused by this narrative. Well, we better get ready. Yeah. Okay. 2 minutes until the siren sounds, I think that's it. The doors were locked, the curtains were shut, the lights were off, the gun was on the table. All we could do now was wait. With the only source of light in the room house coming from the TV, watch this countdown. The 6th annual Red War is about to commence very quickly, and we all wish you the best of luck. We'll be broadcasting the war live from the studio turned safe house so that those who are interested can witness the night's events. Once again, we all wish you the best of luck, and may God be with you all. off. Don't gotta tell me twice. The sound editing in this game is kind of nice. They did a good job on that. This is really happening. Yes, it is. I mean, I've seen footage of Red Boys before, but actually knowing it's happening right here in our own town, hey, you didn't give me a pat on the back. It'll be alright. Will it? I sure hope so. How reassuring. For now, they all seem preoccupied with the border. As wrong as it is to say they're attacking the people there, they're not attacking us. So let's just try to relax a little bit, okay? If nothing else, just be thankful that your mother isn't here to have to deal with all this. Yeah, no kidding. Though I can't even begin to imagine the amount of stress she's going through regardless. Driving to Aunt Jane's in what is most likely very high traffic while worrying about what we're dealing with. That can't be good for the baby. Oh, she's pregnant. Okay, now I get it. Why not just mention that before? Because I'm just sitting there and I'm like, she's leaving her husband and her teenage son to die, and she's okay with that? Okay. Well, it's only normal for us to all be worried about each other. Especially compared to the families that simply leave their children behind during the Red War. You're kidding, right? I mean, I've seen reports and such on it, but I can't really confirm how accurate they are, but in a fight-or-flight scenario such as the Red War, I can see it being possible. Jeez. I mean, this isn't the most pleasant of conversation topics, but at least it's getting our minds off the image of innocent people getting mowed down. Anyway, I'll take the first shift of guard duty. You just take it easy. Well, no promises, but I'll try. I'll take that. So, guys, there's actually another game that I want to move on to. This game seems like it's got a lot of world building left to do, kind of in how it's set up, so I encourage you to download this game for yourself if you want to kind of see how this plays out, and maybe try to understand some of the world more. I think I'll try and go and play this back on my own, but I want to take us to our last game of the night, so see you in a sec. This last game is called Order a Pizza. You play as a divorced dad who is ordering a pizza. Your guests for your casual dinner event include your doting girlfriend and your rebellious teenage daughter. Your goal is to order a pizza that'll make them both happy, but that may not actually work out. Let's figure out the reason why. Hey everybody, so we are on to our third game. This is called Order a Pizza, a visual novel. So this attracted me because, pizza and visual novels. Like, I was very intrigued by it. You're playing as a divorced dad in this game? So that's kind of interesting, and I'm wondering what this is about. Oh my god, it's animated. Like, their mouths move. So how's school, Abby? Fine, I guess. So, are we ordering the pizza or what? What do you want on the pizza? You know, the usual, but I'm not sure about your girlfriend considering I don't really know her. What do you want on the pizza? I already told you, I want what we usually get. Okay. What's the usual again? I can't believe you forgot the usual, but I guess it's easy to forget. We're spending so much time with your new girlfriend. I've been wanting to meet you for a little while now, Abby. I've just been waiting for your father to pick up a good time. Uh-huh. Okay. Abby's report card. Bad at math, just like her dad. A photo of me and Abby. We were eating a pizza with pepperoni. Why not just say a pepperoni? Why not just say pepperoni? A picture Abby drew in kindergarten. Look, mom's not happy, but we are. I love this okay, I have to say, I love this layout. I love this already. Instead of clicking through text, this game is a little bit more interactive, and you're clicking on actual things in a room. So it's more of a point and click than it is like a visual novel, but that's cool. It's 6:30 p.m. on a Friday night, and our teenage daughter is nowhere else to be, okay? A note from Margot reminding me to call my ex-wife. A receipt from the pharmacy. I feel like I'm missing something. Margot got me this calendar. She marks important dates, appointments, and the weekends I have Abby. She's much more organized than I am. Your girlfriend sounds like the OG. What do you want on the pizza? I'll have whatever you guys want. Do you have any dietary restrictions? Oh, you know, the one major one. What is she, like paleo or something? No, nothing like that. What are the dietary restrictions? Where do I go? Where do I order the pizza? Where do I go? I keep wanting to click on my thing, but I won't. Where am I going? Where do I go? How do I order this pizza? Hey y'all, now I'm on the other side here. I still don't know how to order this pizza. I still don't know what I'm doing. That's the menu. Okay, do you want to not be a brat? Where do I order the pizza? Where's my phone? It's my daughter. Oh my god, where is my phone, y'all? Where am I supposed to go? What are your dietary restrictions? What do you mean you have one major one? Who does? Okay, that's like if you have a peanut allergy and someone's like, hey, do you have any dietary restrictions? Yeah, I have one major one. Just answer the question. Like, what is this? What am I doing? Am I just talking to two women that don't know how to communicate? Is that what I choose to surround myself with in this life? Okay. But really, how do I order the pizza? Margot's allergy medication for reactions to jalapenos. Okay. Okay. So you don't want jalapenos. What if I order jalapenos? I'm so sorry. Allergies should be taken seriously. Pepperoni. Order. You told me that she was... Margot dies from eating the pizza. I can't believe I forgot that she had an extreme case of celiac disease. Isn't Margot an idiot then for eating pizza? I'm sorry, but what? I thought that she was allergic to jalapenos. What do you... The dough killed her. Abby was horrified. The last time I saw her was the ambulance ride with Margot. She never talked to me again. I lived the rest of my life knowing that I made an irreparable mistake with that pizza. I could have prevented all this. How's school, Abby? Okay. What do you want on the pizza? We literally the same thing every time. Oh, I see. We're stuck in a loop. Why did I just say that? I'm not paleo. I have a serious allergy. I have a serious allergy. Well, why are you like this? Is this the same photo? The pizza place was out of mushrooms. The usual is pepperoni with mushroom. Okay. Abby's teachers say she has a lot of potential, but she has problems remembering to do homework and study. This is really intriguing. How long has the snowstorm been happening? A note from Margot reminded me to call my ex-wife. It's weird how they get along. Is that her only allergy? No. Now I remember. She also has a prescription for an EpiPen for her celiac allergy. She can only eat gluten-free crust. Margot has been scheduling my time with Abby for me before she's even met her. Okay. We're not gonna kill Margot. We're not gonna upset our daughter. Gluten-free crust. We do pepperoni with mushrooms. Order. The pizza we ordered went over fine. We even made plans to meet up again, but it never came together. Slowly, a feeling of dread hung over my relationships with them. Abby stops listening to me. She falls in with the wrong crowd. We never spoke again. Margot and I went on for a while, but eventually she ended things with me and we never spoke again after. Pizza doesn't destroy relationships, okay? Pizza brings people together. I'm mad. I'm haunted by that pizza years later. What did I do wrong? Everyone seemed happy with the pizza. I'm having a crisis over pizza. Are we ordering this pizza or what? What do you guys want? Like, what do you really want, Margot? I didn't really want to say anything, but since you asked, I really don't like mushrooms. I feel like you're putting me on the spot. Is it okay with the weekend mushrooms? You do what you have to. I guess I can just pick them up. Then I'll have anything but mushrooms or jalapenos and gluten-free crust. Okay, let's see if I can't... That night... Oh, so we're kind of a bad dad. Because the thing that... how we got into eating pizza together was because she showed up and we didn't have any food in the house. We forgot that she was coming over. My ex-wife and I hadn't seen each other in months, and we had to show up to talk to one of her teachers. When we found out what it was about, my ex-wife looked over at me as if to say, does any of this sound familiar? I've never really looked out this window much. This is an apartment. I didn't think I would be here long. This game is really intriguing. When I first met Margot, we hooked up really fast. I didn't know if it would be more than a one-night stand. When I woke up the next morning, she left a really cute note. This is a sweet story. Margot thought it was weird that I kept coming up with excuses why she couldn't leave her medication here. Why would we do that? This was supposed to be my weekend with Abby, but I invited Margot over too. Well, if you've been dating a while, then I guess it's time for you to meet. What do you want on the pizza? Pepperoni and mushrooms. Dad, that's what we always get. Can't anything stay the same? Ugh, never mind. Is it okay if we don't get mushrooms? Well, I want mushrooms, but I guess get whatever you want. So I'm gonna... Why can't I order the pizza? There's something else that I'm missing here. Does our daughter like anything else? Why can't I order the pizza? This is a travesty. When she brought it home from school, her mom was crying upstairs, but I told her it was perfect and hung it up on the fridge anyways. I still can't order the pizza now. Let me order the pizza. I want to order the pizza. Sorry, we're not getting mushrooms this time. I knew you'd choose her over me. This used to be our thing. Woman, buy your own pizza. Oh! Okay. So we can do whole pepperoni, gluten-free crust, gluten-free, and then we'll do half mushrooms. Yeah? Yeah, we're all happy now. We're all happy. I make compromises. Never seem to get along, and eventually just trying to stop things work. Margot and I broke up a couple weeks later, and Abby got involved with a loser boyfriend that she spent all her time with. I don't get it. I did everything right with that pizza. What was I missing? Maybe it's that Abby thinks that the pizza is something that her and I do together, and I'm trying to make it something that the three of us can do together, and that's kind of infringing on the boundaries of our relationship and like what she considers special to my time with her. So how's school, Abby? Where's my daughter? Margot, where's my daughter? Abby, I'll have whatever you guys want. Like I said, whatever you and Abby want. Huh? Oh, you know, the one major one. No, nothing like that. We discussed this. I have one major one. Over the last 6 months, Margot has been leaving her stuff at my apartment until it's almost as if she's moved in. She thought she was being subtle about it, but I definitely noticed. Is Margot a demon? I dated a lot of women after the divorce. I was really just looking for something shallow and easy. I wasn't always totally honest with them. When I didn't call Margot back after our first date, she showed up to my work and called me out. Margot seems like she's got a problem. Abby's weekends aren't there anymore. Is this a dream? I can't even click on my stuff with Abby. Gluten. I thought he was just ordering a pizza. What's going on? What is going on? What is happening? I'm not... Oh my god. It's as if half my life has just vanished but lingers in fragments of the conversation. I can't live my life like this knowing that half of it is missing. I feel like I've been through this before. I've got to fix this. If only could get back to that moment I ordered that pizza. Let's get that pizza, honey. This is great. Oh, so she brought her boyfriend over now. Hey, just pretend I'm not here. What are you talking about, Dad? Abby, you okay? I'm fine, Dad. Everything is great. Do you see that guy sitting on the kitchen sink? Honey, are you feeling alright? Are you feeling alright? Of course, I feel great. When Abby was young, we told each other everything, but I didn't tell her when I got fired. Now every time I see her, something different about her. A new hair color, a new piercing, a new boyfriend. I showed Abby her first R-rated movie when she was 13. Parenting award! Parenting award! Dad of the year! Dad of the year! Dad of the year! Get it, Dad! It was so cheesy that I didn't think it would scare her. Oh, it was a horror movie! Even better! Dad of the year! Dad of the year! Get it, Dad! We laughed so hard at it, she squirted cherry cola out of her nose. My first weekends with Abby when I was first on my own, I would buy her new clothes, I would take her to her favorite restaurant in the amusement park. Then the money ran out. What money? You're a divorced dad, don't you gotta pay alimony? Receipt. When I was sick with bronchitis, I refused to go to the doctor until I was finally bedridden. Margot dragged me out to the doctor and I was able to get the antibiotics to help me get better. She really cares about self-care more than I do. Margot had to find out about my divorce through an awkward phone call. My ex-wife called and Margot answered. I thought we would have a big fight over it, but instead Margot just said she was disappointed I didn't tell her. Somehow it felt worse. If it wasn't for Margot writing it on the calendar, would I remember when Abby's birthday was? Wow. Or her anniversary. Dude, I think you as a parent might have some growing up to do. Please don't break. Why can't I? Oh, okay. It's a whole pepperoni. Half mushrooms. Order it. Margot and Abby are broken. I think I broke them. I know I've been through this before. What is happening? Who's that strange teenager in my apartment? I see him everywhere. Is this boy responsible for this, or was it the pizza? So how's school, Abby? Fine, I guess. So are we ordering this pizza or what? Oh my god, Abby, are you feeling okay? Are you back to normal? Say something Abby would say. God, Dad. Oh, thank God it's you. Yeah, it's me. I'm sorry. Did you finally realize your daughter is here? Or are you too busy fucking your new girlfriend to notice? You're the reason I fuck up at school. Just look at this place. It's an embarrassment. You're a grown man. How can you live in this shoebox? And it's so fucking obvious that your girlfriend is out of your league and is using you. It's not gonna last, and when it ends, you will be all alone and wishing that you never left Mom. Abby, I knew you'd choose her over me. You don't care about me at all. All you've ever cared about is getting your dick wet. Jesus, that's quite a daughter you've raised. I'm so glad she's not mine because I would be ashamed. Why did you think this would ever work? Because he's a lazy, conceited, tactless jerk. I forgot about Abby's weekend again. I kick out a woman who spent the night when she showed up. I told Abby she was just a friend from work. I wish I had come up with a better lie. I wasn't there for Abby's birth. I did not come here for a field trip, guys. I came here to order pizza. I was at a meeting when I thought was important at the time. More important than your daughter's birth? More important than the birth of your daughter? More important than being there for the women that you impregnated? Like, I get if extreme circumstances happen and you're, like, physically unable, but if you're actively making the choice not to be there at your child's birth, you shouldn't be a parent. Like, that's just weird to me. Like, she's your only daughter and you were just... What? When Abby came to my place with her worst report card yet, we got into a huge fight. I tried to ground her, but she just called me an asshole and went back to her mother's house. Well, maybe you are an asshole. I remember when Margot had food poisoning and I told her I had to leave early for work. I felt horrible about it afterwards, even though she said it was alright. Last year I went on a work trip where I got drunk on an outing and came back with one of my colleagues. It didn't lead to anything when she turned me down. If she had been into it, I probably would have gone through with it, even though I was with Margot at the time. What does that say about me? Dude, you're a literal piece of shit. Like, I was trying to kind of be like, oh, you're a divorced dad, and you're like trying to do your best to get these together, and now I'm kind of like, you're doing gross things with both of these women. Ugh. I can't keep count of how many times I've forgotten Abby's birthday and blamed it on work. Last time Margot saved my ass by picking up a present for her. Margot's mad. Margot, what's happening? I keep reliving the same moment. It's like a waking nightmare. Welcome to my life. I have a boyfriend that keeps making the same mistakes over and over again. He can't move forward with his life, so he keeps the women in his life in an endless cycle of disappointment. Margot, you make a half-assed attempt to fit me in your life. Just look at your daughter. You treat her like the little girl she was, but now she's just a fucked up adult like you. Having us meet now is a joke. Like your new girlfriend could ever know me, even if she tried. You don't even know me. You only remember a version of me that was scared that every moment we had together would be the last. Pathetic. You gonna order that pizza now or what? No? What do you want on your pizza? Just fucking poison it so that I never have to order another pizza with you again. Yeah, just put us out of our misery already. Okay, guys, I am going... No, I refuse to poison... Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Why would I... No. No, I'm not gonna do that. No. You can be mad at me. This waking nightmare never end. I've lost track of how many pizzas I've ordered. Deep down, I always knew that that was how they felt about me, but hearing out loud was so crushing. I'm ashamed to admit this, but it took me all my willpower not to end it all right then and poison everyone. What is wrong with you? You're like, I cannot handle being held responsible for my actions. And it's just like, you could explore therapy. You could get some medication to help you with your depression. You could listen to the women in your life that tell you to do better. He's like, no, that's not a good enough solution. I'm gonna kill all the women in my life. I can fix this. Pizza. Pizza. Oh God, please make an end. Pizza. What the hell is happening? Pizza, pizza, pizza. 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 Pizza, pizza. 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 All I've ever wanted for Abby is to be the best pizza she could be. I've just had a serious thought. Pizza. I've got to write this down. Recipe for burrito pizza. Roll up a slice of pizza like a burrito and eat it. Pizza. I gotta get someone up here to clean this up. I want to put two slices together, one on top of the other, so I can eat them both at the same time. The first time I saw Margot, I knew right away we were pizza. She was the mozzarella to my pepperoni. I'm gonna say that the next time I walk into a club, just be like, hey girl, we're pizza. You're the mozzarella to my pepperoni. And watch how women walk away. Calendar. St. Patrick's Pizza Day. Christmas Day Pizza. Ash Wednesday Pizza. Pizza Day Pizza. Pizza Pizza. I love that holiday. Watch, it's just gonna be pizza on top of pizza. Yeah, yep. Pizza pizza. Pizza pizza. You can order things like this. Yes. When I open the pizza box, I look inside and all I see is me. Am I pizza or is pizza me? When the sun comes up, that sun is pizza. When the moon hits my eye, it's a big pizza pie. But it's not amore. I think I've lost my mind. This can't be real. I'm so sorry, Abby. I'm so sorry, Margot. I thought I could make things work out. I never meant for any of this. I'm slipping away now. We need to talk. Yeah, Dad. Is this about pizza? Please, for the love of God, can we just order Chinese food? I think back to all the mistakes I've made. I wonder if it would have been easier for Abby if I had never been in her life. I don't want to say yes, but maybe. Maybe at one point Abby really needed a dad, but I missed that opportunity and it's too late now. I gotta say, like, what's worse? Having a dad that never wanted to be involved with you to begin with, or having a dad that still doesn't want to be involved, is around in your life, but is never going to give you the attention that you need. And he's always, to some extent, going to neglect you or put something else over you. I think a child wants to be loved unconditionally and wants to be seen as a priority. And he doesn't seem to be prioritizing his daughter or anyone else other than himself. So in a way, I kind of wonder, maybe Abby would have felt better had she just grown up with a single mother. I don't know how Abby feels, though. Report card. The parts of Abby that take after me I don't like. The parts of her that take after her mother remind me of I don't want to think about it. Am I dead? Is this it? I like being with Margot. Why am I so scared to let her live here? Because you're afraid of commitment. Duh. You can't even commit to your daughter and she's like 18 and sitting on your couch and you're like, whoa, I did not want a baby. I don't want to make the same mistakes I did with my ex-wife with Margot. Then maybe you should give a little bit more shits, huh? All the days I could have been spending with Margot and Abby feel like they've been wasted. Maybe you should have been mentally present as well as emotionally and physically present. You know what I mean, my dude? This is different. Any other night, Dad. What? I would have been happy to meet your girlfriend any other night, but you had to choose our night. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, he needed to be cognizant of that his daughter needs one-on-one time with him. And that's really sad. Like, I don't know how old she was when the parents split. It looks like that she might have been little. Maybe 8 or so. And I think ever since she's just felt like her dad's never really cared about her. And that's really... Being a teenager is hard enough as it is. It is so hard to be a teenager and think that people don't love you. And that's how, like, a lot of teens, especially kind of like her, she gets, like, he mentioned that she got into a bad relationship, and it's like, well, why do you think that she's getting into bad relationships? It's because she wants someone to love her, and she's tired of feeling unloved. And then we made a new one, pizza night. But now it's like we're losing this one too. I want to be part of your life, but you have to make room for me, and sometimes just me. What do you mean you had no idea? That's the problem. To you, it's just another night of eating pizza and watching movies, and the pizza part was probably just a lame excuse not to cook dinner, but now it's so much more. I'm sorry, Abby. I kind of figured that was how you felt. I really wanted to meet you, but I just hate that you're making us have to fight over you. It's so messed up. Whoever wrote this, I just want to say you did an amazing job with this story. This creeps me out. It pulls at all my heartstrings. It's very well done in terms of like how the gameplay is set up. I'm amazed, honestly. This is a short free game you can get on itch.io. Like, this is really impactful. Margot, do you want me in your life or not? What do you mean? I feel like I've thought more about meeting your daughter than you have. Are you trying to sabotage this? I've been wanting to meet Abby for a long time. I've been trying so hard to do the right thing and make this work. And this is how you introduce us? Making me the bad guy? But that's like his thing. He can't be the bad guy. He has to be the fun, carefree dad. He's really just casual about other people's feelings. When I started dating you, I really wanted to be a part of your life, not just a vacation from it. So we should order Chinese food instead, is what I'm getting from this whole conversation, guys. This is so menacing. What? I'm sorry. Let me order something else. I'll order Indian food. Biryani sounds great, guys. Like, we don't have to just order pizza. You know, it's you. What are you, pizza god? Who are you? Are you pizza god? Oh my god, I'm the living embodiment of all the pizza on earth. Some call me the pizza... He is the pizza god! Oh my god! My literal pizza god. Some call me the immortal spirit of the cheesy sa. Others call me Jeremy. Are you kidding me? This was about pizza all along? It's not about pizza. It's about, love, basically. What the hell is this? You put too much pressure on pizza, bro. You both broke the pizza time continuum. Don't get me wrong. No one understands pizza's mighty powers as much as I. But some things pizza can't fix. I just thought if I ordered the right pizza, I feel like I shouldn't have to tell you this, but you can't solve all your problems with pizza. Sometimes you have to actually, put in some effort. Is that why I've been reliving the same moment? Time is like a flat circle of dough, with sauce and cheese and other things. It's pizza. I've kept you here in the cycle to stop you from making a terrible mistake. I've shown you your worst fears, your most base desires, and just some weird shit for flavor. It's like a legit story with a journey and everything. And the moral is, if you kept ignoring the people you love, you'd end up losing them. I know, so you figured it out, thanks to me. Your time on Earth is limited, unlike me, an immortal being. You also can't reverse time like I can. You're also not as good looking as I am. Okay, I get it. Do you? You better. God. What do I do now? Go back to them. Be honest with them. Be grateful for them. And don't be afraid to be a bit cheesy. Oh, and don't make someone with celiac have to eat gluten. That's just cruel, bro. Just to be clear, I'm sending you back now. And this is your last chance, so maybe don't fuck it up. I'm probably gonna mess it up. So how's school, Abby? Fine, I guess. So are we ordering this pizza or what? Oh my god, Margot, Abby, what? Sorry. Abby, I feel like we've been growing apart, but instead of dealing with that, I've been ignoring the problem. I don't want to lose you. I know that you're a woman now, and that's going to change your relationship. Dad, stop. Please, it's okay. No, it's not okay. I wanted you to meet Margot, but I didn't respect the thing that we had. I love watching bad movies and eating pizza with you, but most of all, I love you. Dad, Abby, please give Margot another chance. It's not her fault that I'm an idiot. Okay, Dad, I will. Can we order Chinese food? Margot, when my marriage fell apart, I didn't think I'd ever feel whole again. I know I've been ignoring how much you wanted to meet Abby for a long time. The fact that you want to be a part of my life with all its complications is what makes you great, but it was also scary. Oh, are you okay? I'm not okay, I'm an idiot. You deserve better. But until you realize that, I'm getting a little emotional. I'm gonna try to be better. Oh, honey. Guys, pizza brings people together. I believe in the power of pizza. I will pray to my pizza Jesus. I know I sound crazy, but you two have no idea what I've been through tonight. I've seen some stuff you wouldn't believe. It's made me realize how important you both are to me. That's so lame. So we're gonna order this pizza or what? No, guys. Okay, I thought that we would not order a pizza. I thought that we would suggest instead to do something else, like some other thing, and just be like, look, Abby, this is supposed to be our moment together, our time together. So we're not gonna order pizza tonight. We'll do something else all together so that all three of us can have something to do. So yeah, I should also mention all of these games here that we played tonight, they were made in a month, and I think everybody, did a great job. Some of the games that we tried tonight may not have been my flavor, but I think that there's something fun to find in each of them. So I'm just going to take us right to our outro here. That is all the time that we have for today, folks. Remember, you can grab all of these games and even more for free on the NaNoRenO itch.io page. Thanks for watching this episode. Remember to follow us on Twitter for future episodes and more gaming news.